Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. What we're going to do in this video is take a detailed look at Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman. A full ability breakdown. I'm going to show you how they play, and they are bonkers. One of the things with the heroes in this game is they are layers of complexity that I don't think we've really seen in hero shooters. If you play games like Overwatch, it's quite simplistic with the hero kits. Yeah, there's nuance to the way they can be played, but here we've just got like layers of complexity with the way the abilities function. So without further ado, let's begin with Mr. Fantastic. Now, he is a tank, right? They may tell you he's a duelist. You may look at the hero thing and go, he's in the duelist section. No, he's not. He's a tank, right? Let me explain why he's a tank or a vanguard. So I'm standing here. I'm not 15 meters, sorry. I'm on the 15-meter line here. This is the distance of his primary attack, but wait, I don't actually hit. This isn't the range. He has got the same range as Venom. It is basically Venom's range, right? Almost identically, which is about here, right? A little bit close. So if I hit, I'll hit there. Again, just to show you with Venom for the comparison. So I'm standing where I am here. Obviously, that hits. But if I stand back a little bit more like this, it's not going to hit. So it's the same as Venom. What I will say, though, is Venom, I think, is doing more damage because Venom can headshot. So again, I'll just show you this, the headshot. Look, I'm headshotting the guy. Bang, 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 bang. He's dead. All right, so now if I get Mr. Fantastic out, and then I start just attacking. I'm going to aim for the head. There's no headshot damage here, and you can see how slower this is, right? Much slower than Venom's damage. So you're thinking, this guy's a duelist? He's not even doing as much damage as Venom? Wait. Just wait. Okay, so look at this, right? This is his ability sheet. So we've looked at Stretch Punch, but we're actually going to take a look now at the alternate fire of Stretch Punch. This is Distended Grip. So the description of this is extend arms forward to entangle an enemy, then press primary fire to pull the hit enemy towards you, or select and yank another enemy, knocking them airborne against each other. So again, think about how this will be used in a team fight. If I'm like in range here, because you're melee range with this guy, you're not going to be at range, you're in melee range, right? So you're in here, you see that enemy, you hit them with the alternate fire, and then you grab another enemy, it slams them together. You are pulling them out of position, and them enemies can be quite far apart as well. When this refreshes, maybe I can get these guys over here actually. I'll see if I can grab them. This might be a complete failure, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to grab that guy like that, grab him. Look, see, you can just chuck people all over the place. That is actually bonkers. Like, that is crazy because that's going to be so disruptive. You will notice, though, that movement seems to be a bit of a weak point for him, but it's not really because you can do this. Anyway, we'll get onto that in a second. So let's keep it on the alternate fire. So if you use alternate fire and primary fire on the same target, this happens.
Well, hello there.
Yeah, you pull them towards you. That, again, is incredibly powerful because, again, think what would make a tank strong, and I'm going to keep calling this guy a tank because that's what he is, is like, that's a hook. Like, I can just grab this guy and go, no, get over here. Boom, pull him back in. There's probably going to be tech where you can, like, do a little bit of movement and maybe pull them a bit further. We'll try it here just for argument's sake. I'm not sure it's going to do anything at the moment. Can I pull him? No, oh, sorry, I killed him. The initial damage just straight up killed the poor guy. How much health? Oh, he had full health. Okay, he's respawned, so I'll just try it again. So I'm pulling him. Yeah, he kind of come towards me, but, how insane is that? That is just insane. So let's talk about movement, because this is where things get crazy. And we'll talk about the thing in the middle of the screen that he keeps going up in a minute, because that's where his true power comes from. Anyway, so if you look at his E ability, this is flexible elongation. So you gain a shield, select a target, and dash towards them, dealing damage to enemies and granting shields to allies. So you can protect your team with this. I'll show you that in here with the friendly bots. But just for argument's sake here, like, if I need to close distance on this guy, again, the range is about melee range. It's a little bit closer for this ability, but you will go straight to them. You literally pull yourself to them. That is insane. And it's insane. Look at the cooldown on this, right? You get 2 charges, and the cooldown is super quick. Like, think of the movement potential for this. If you need to close distance, I want to jump over here to this guy. I'm here. And then maybe I need to get over here. Now I'm over there. I mean, that is crazy. And remember, you can do this to your allies. So I'm going to run up to the ally section. And we won't use the team up ability thing. But we'll run up over here, and I'll just show you that, yeah, you can straight up jump to your allies. So if you needed to get to your allies over here, you can, and these guys, I mean, again, you give them a shield, so you protect them. You effectively give them a shield. Stops them taking damage, and you put yourself in harm's way, and you'll notice how much health Mr. Fantastic has got. This is crazy. He is like a peel duelist but he's really a vanguard that is really great at peeling for his team. Because, I mean, like, you can get over here. You can start doing damage to these guys. You can slam this guy down. You can be like, no, I need to get back out. I'm going to jump back to it. This is crazy. Anyway, this is what I wanted to trigger. This is his, well, I believe it's his passive, right? So it's elastic strength. You can see the description's a little bit broken on this at the moment. But using abilities generates elasticity. Boosting attack power, reaching full orange elasticity, triggers an inflated state that grants shields and boosts even more damage. So what you end up with is being able to do a ton of damage, but basically playing around, charging this up. So if you were, you know, taking part in the fight, you're just doing damage, you're, you know, attacking enemies, everything's going great. You know, you can see how this doesn't really charge up super quick, but it does charge up fast. But when it is charged up, you go into this sort of mega state. Watch my health as well. And again, you'll see my... here we go. So I'm popped it up now. I'm going to do more damage. Right? I don't have access to my other abilities, but look, you can see I can jump. Actually, could I jump? I think you can jump in that state. We'll try that again. But I think what you're looking to do is get ready to almost pop your elasticity meter, and then you want to kind of like jump into the enemy team once you've got that charged, and as it pops, you're just going to be doing tons of damage because, well, you're just massive. So look, you see I'm in here. I don't think you've got the movement ability. No, you can exit the state, but look how much health I've got. Look at my health. Like, that is, and remember, this is a duelist. That is actually incredible. That is totally incredible. Like, I can't explain how insane that actually is. It is bonkers beyond belief. Okay, so let's take a look at the ultimate. No, actually, we've missed the reflect ability. So here we go. I'll use it on this guy here. I'm gonna.
A futile attempt.
So you see what happened there? It absorbs and then it fires it back at the enemy. Again, this is great. Like you guys have probably seen with the hero trailer, you can fire back things like Iron Man's ultimate back at him, right? Think Hela, if she's firing a projectile, then maybe you can even, you know, consume that and fire it back. Again, this is just crazy though. Look, watch.
That almost hurt.
So you see, I've got a shield when I do this as well. So I had like 200, I think it was like a 300 shield, was it, to begin with? So I'm absorbing the damage. You can see the description says oh no, sorry, it says stretch your body to absorb damage before launching stored damage at the target location. But I think that is giving me a shield. Or maybe it's just a meter. I think it's just a meter up to a maximum of the 300 it was at, absorbing the damage, then firing it back potentially. Let's have a look. This is one of those things which needs to be sort of myth busted, but I think the way to use this is... Does it always go back to the same target? No, so you can direct it as well. I mean, how cool is that? Again, this is what I'm saying with this game. Like, these layers of, like, complexity with the abilities. You should think, oh, it's just a reflect. But no, it's actually a reflect where you're absorbing damage, and then you can decide where it goes. So I can see the time, and I want to hit this guy, and then maybe I want to get close to this guy. This is, like... It's crazy. And the fact you can actually cancel the super elasticity mode that you get from... Well, we'll just get it again just for argument's sake. But the fact you can cancel this mode and then be like... Because obviously you don't have movement available, right? So it's about to pop. I could be beating on this guy, but I don't have it available. But I can just cancel it. So I pop out of the mode and then I can use my movement to get out of the fight if I need to. This is crazy. This guy's actually crazy. All right, let's take a look at his ultimate, though. This guy is actually insane. You see the difficulty rating? I think this difficulty is much higher than 3. I mean, I think he's got layers on layers on layers. I think this is going to be a hero where you're going to get players that are incredibly good with him, and they're going to be dead hard to stop because you can keep yourself alive and you can disengage, re-engage. You can disrupt enemy positioning. I mean, he's not about insane damage, but he's about just being a nuisance, and he's going to be crazy. So talking of damage, his ultimate. This is Brainiac Bounce. So you leap forward and smash the ground, slowing enemies within range, can leap up again upon landing a hit. So every time you land hits with this, you keep smashing. It's kind of like... It's like Bucky's ultimate, but Bucky needs to get the eliminations, doesn't need to reset it. But I'll just show you, right? So it's a little bit hard to control because you kind of jump all over the place. But you can see, you can just keep slamming. Every time you hit somebody, you just go again and again and again. It's crazy. There is a limit to it looks like. But I mean... Honestly, that is crazy. We'll use it a few more times just to look at it. Because I was still hitting those enemy bots there. And well... Look at this. I mean, you could also use this to move. 4. 5. I didn't get a hit on the 5th one, though. So, I don't know. Let's just do it out in the open and see what happens if I just hit the ground. Oh, okay. I hit that bot. So, I've got 2, 3... Okay, so I only got 3 there. In fact, is there an ultimate charge down here? I believe there is. Because what I'll do is I'll sort of spam the ult here so we can just take a look at it. Yeah, so I'll grab the ult charge, and then I'm going to spam this here. So 1, 2, 3. So you only get 3 then if you don't hit anybody. But if you hit targets, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 6 is the maximum with it. I don't know. Maybe you can keep going. But again, how crazy is this? Like, this guy is crazy. I can't explain how crazy this guy is. This guy is crazy. Like, for a hit. Another thing, I mean, it's like I'm just sitting here waxing lyrical about these heroes in this game. But it's like opened my eyes to, like, hero design and the way things can be. He is, like... The skill ceiling is incredible with this hero. And, like... Again, this game is really good with melee-style heroes. I mean, you can say technically it's not melee, because it's not melee range. You know, it's about 13 meters or so. But, I mean... I could just grab this guy. I ran out of range, but I could... It's crazy. We're going to jump over to the Invisible Woman now anyway. This guy is absolutely incredible, and I think we're going to see some cracked players on this hero. And if you're looking for a hero with a massively high skill ceiling, yeah. And I do think the good news is, because he's a duelist, I think people will maybe select him. And they'll select him anyway because he's new. But they won't realise they're actually playing a Vanguard, which will be good news for us, because it means you'll probably always have a tank on your team. Okay, welcome to Invisible Woman. You know what I said about complexity of heroes? Look, well, it's that way. Look at that. Look at that, right? She actually has got 4-star difficulty rating. She does have a 15% healing bonus increase this season because she's the team anchor of the Fantastic Force, which obviously is only with Mr. Fantastic at the moment. But anyway, let's just take a look at these abilities because they are a bit mad. So I think the first thing we're going to do is I'm actually going to run back to this area because I want to show you the primary fire. Because the primary fire functions like a boomerang. So what this does is just reduce the sensitivity on my mouse. It fires through targets and heals them as it goes through them and as it comes back. So you can see these guys taking damage, right? I'm going to fire through. You see it goes through them, hits the wall and comes back. Again, just to show you, so there's a bit of delay. See that? It hits the wall, comes back, right? And that's as fast as you can fire this thing. So it is literally firing through your team and healing everybody within range, and it bounces off surfaces. So you can see, look, you can bounce it off a surface, right? This is insane. This is actually insane as a heal. Now, in terms of the damage this does, right? It's not the level of... I don't think it's the level of a Mantis, right? That's not Mantis damage. Nowhere near, right? Mantis is doing more damage. Lunar Snow is doing more damage there. But I think it's this trade-off of you've got this bounceable nature of it, and the fact your heal is going through multiple targets. It is not just hitting a target, and then that's the end of it. Because, again, just for argument's sake, let's say get a Lunar Snow. You know, if I want to heal these guys... Look, I'm only healing one until he's full health.
Maybe I can do both.
You know how these heals work, right? So, whatever. And the same with Mantis. It's a targetable heal over time. So, again, it's not going through targets, but it is kind of set and forget. And as you can see, though, Mantis' damage is a lot higher. So, there is, you know, the Invisible Woman is doing more healing instead of damage, really, with the primary fire. I mean, look at that. That is just really good. That is actually insane. So, we're going to jump over to her. I think we'll take a look at... Well, what should we look at first? Let's take a look at a shield, right? So, this is Guardian Shield, and you can spawn a shield in front of an ally. So it says, generate a force shield in front of a selected ally. The shield can block damage and provide healing over time to nearby allies. Enemies that pass through the shield are slowed. So, if I say, like, this guy's took damage there, right? And I right-click him, alternate fire. See how that has healed him, but also given him a shield? I can see the health of the shield, right? But I can reposition the shield. But notice the shield's health is still what it was. And then eventually it gets destroyed. And then the cooldown comes into effect. So again, I'll just keep these guys alive. And I'll show you the shield. So I can spawn the shield there. And then remember, the shield heals the target it's on. But then we're like, oh no, he's not taking as much damage. I'm going to put the shield over there. I'm going to drop the shield there. Again, we're talking of this thing of like layers of complexity with the heroes. You can block damage with this. You can block like an ability that would wipe out, you know, an ally by quickly changing the shield to going like, okay, the shield's here on this guy. Boom, I need the shield over there. Okay, shield's there. You know, this is just... It's crazy. It's like actually, it feels really fluid to use as well. It actually just mental design. So that ability is just cracked. Honestly, that is crazy. Because think about using that in a fight. It's just going to be so good. And like if the shield's on you, you can like move around the shield. You know, use it like almost like a Winston bubble back and forth. Crazy. I mean, again, just to kind of simulate that, like if it was here, like, you know, I could use the shield. Like anyone behind it can use it, like, but the person it's applied to, they get the healing bonus from it. I don't think it's AoE, the healing bonus. I think it's only for the target it's on, but still, that is just insane. It's actually crazy. All right, let's move on. So let's take a look at Psionic Vortex. So this is the sort of damage over time ability. So you gather psionic energy and then cast it. Upon hitting a target scene or pressing the cast button again, it erupts into a psionic vortex, continuously drawing in enemies and causing damage. So I'm going to fire it over here into the ground. See, it sucks them in like a mini graviton surge. You see that, but they did sort of move away, then they move back, then move away. I think it's just going to be annoying. If this is cast on you, you're going to be like, oh my god, it's on me, get it off me. Also, we are invisible at the moment. I'll explain that in a second. So yeah, this gets thrown in, and yeah, it's doing damage over time, and it's annoying. You can see this is going to be good for if you're getting attacked and you need to keep yourself alive. You know, you can be doing your damage, whatever you need to do. You will be using your other ability to move them out of position, but I'll show you that in a sec. But you'd be like throwing this into the ground, you know, you'd be using your double jump, you know, you'd just be super frustrating in that kind of way. But also that's just going to do good damage in a team fight anyway. Just throwing it in, it's a nice bit of extra damage. And again, it's moving people out of position. So just an insane ability. We will talk about the passive because you keep seeing it triggering. So this is Covert Advance. You go invisible. So you enter invisible state after some time after disengaging from combat, and then you grant yourself healing over time. So this is her sort of self-heal potential. If you've taken a fight and, you know, Iron Fist has tried to kill you, somehow you've killed him, you will regenerate your health probably before you get back to the fight, hopefully, because you'll be out of combat and whatever. So it's nice, it's okay. But obviously you're invisible. Like, you're invisible. You can just run around. The invisibility breaks when you take an action, but you're invisible. And you can see the timer on this. I'm just going to stand here. I don't think it says what the timer is. No. I think it's about... Would that feel about 5-6 seconds? But I'm invisible here. I can just go wherever I like. You know, I can just... You could go and flank the enemy. I don't recommend that because you're a strategist, you're a support, but you could because you're invisible. Obviously, if they hit you with damage, they'd still reveal you and whatnot. Think of it like Psylocke. Okay, so let's move on to the Force Physics ability. Now, this, you can push or pull enemies with this, and you've got the choice. So if I trigger this, you'll see my hands are ready to cast it. I can launch inwards or launch outwards. So what I'm going to do here is launch... we'll launch outwards, and you see what that does. It just pushes them away. It does damage to them, pushes them away.
How embarrassing.
But you can pull them towards you. So again, I'm going to use it as soon as the cooldown's available. It'll be like this, and I'm going to pull them towards me. Super annoying, because then you can be throwing this into them as well. She is, like, super annoying. Like, she's just going to be annoying, because she can do all of these things. Have a shield, keep these guys alive. Put my shield over there. This is looking great. Guess what? Let's pull this guy towards us. Let's slam him. Tell you what, let's throw that at him as well. Look at the damage I'm doing. She's great. She's just really good. Like, as a support player and strategist player, I'm going to really enjoy playing this hero. I'm going to miss the damage Mantis does, and I think, like, Mantis and Luna Snow have still got that, you know, much higher damage percentage with the primary fire at least. But anyway, so let's take a look at the double jump, because, again, talking about all these mechanics. So you generate a force field at your feet, and stepping on it propels you into an invisible state. So if I'm taking damage here, but I want to trigger my own invis, I can go like that, and I go invis. The double jump makes you invis. You can see the cooldown on this. I think it was about 5 seconds. So, you know, we're just doing things, and we jump away, we're invis. That is a fantastically good disengage. Now, of course, as players get better at the game, and they'll sort of try and predict the direction you've gone invis in. So if I'm here and I'm running forward, it's kind of obvious I've just double jumped and where I'm going to be. But still, and again, just to show you, if I take damage, I will come out of this state.
A little help, please.
It's just insane. This is just like, it's like, oh, I'm invis. Okay, I've used an ability. I'm not invis anymore. I have some of this. Have some of that. Boom. And I pull you towards me. Just bonkers. Just actually bonkers. All right, so the next ability is Agile Strike. So this is release a 3-hit combo. The third attack will launch up enemies in front. So this is... It's just crazy. Look at this.
Like they mean business.
In fact, you can time this, so you can be like 1, 2, and then the third for the push. So all I'm doing is using the melee, right? So if I'm going to melee attack, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. She's just all about, like, you're trying to attack her. She's going to try and maybe knock you back. She's going to try and, like, push you away. She's going to hit this on the ground. She's going to be super annoying. She's going to go in biz. This is crazy. This is actually mental. This is crazy. Okay, let's talk about the ultimate. So this is Invisible Boundary. Now, this makes your team invisible, and it heals them over time if they stay inside. So manifest an unseen force field within a chosen area, rendering allies inside undetectable by enemies and providing healing over time. Enemies that pass through the field are slowed. So this has got some interesting sort of potential with it. So I'm going to use it here just to show you the heal over time. Massively strong heal over time. We are invisible. You can see the heal over time is in effect for the duration of this. Look, these bots are getting healed. It's just incredibly powerful, right? But it also slows enemy players down. So there is the potential to throw this at the enemy, and it will slow them down, to almost like use it aggressively. But if they move into this to try and kill you, they are a severe disadvantage. So again, I'll just grab my ultimate charge here, and I'll drop this down. Like, if they want to come in here and fight us, because remember, they can't see us. From out here, this would be invisible to them, right? They want to come in here, but they're slowed. And we've also got a heal over time. And again, remember, what are you going to do as the Invisible Woman? If you've got this down, right, you've probably got your shield on someone. You're going to definitely throw that in. You're going to give them a bit of this. Like, come in. Oh, I'll push them away. But you know what I mean? Insane. Maybe even do your crazy melee attack to push them. Just the bonkers hero. These heroes are just crazy. Like, the amount of complexity on show here is like, what a... Maybe I'm just lost in like an Overwatch world, and I'm not used to having this like degree of the heroes being like having like these kits with like, it sounds cheesy to say, but like multifaceted kits where there's this like different side to the abilities. It's just crazy. Let me know what you think about this, guys, in the comments below. But I think both these heroes are going to be really strong. I think we're going to see a lot of healing output from Invisible Woman. I think we're going to see a lot of just like, can you imagine like in team fight scenarios being able to just pull people towards your team? It's not like straight towards you, but it's enough to make it annoying. If you had a Mr. Fantastic on your team as well, he could even pull them in. And I mean, yeah, this is just crazy. But the healing output is going to be massive in fights. It's maybe a little bit harder trying to hit targets in the sky. So maybe if you've got an Iron Man, maybe it's going to be a little bit harder to get him. But I don't know. Ground targets, keeping your tanks alive. She's just going to be great. I think she's going to be really, really great. What a hero. All right, guys, those are the two new heroes. What I wanted to do in this video is just specifically look at that. There's a lot we could look at because obviously you can see we've got the seasonal buffs available in this build of the game. But I'm going to leave that for a different video because I'm hopefully going to be able to cover the patch notes, and we'll get to see what those heroes look like and what those changes look like. But yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Honestly, I think these two heroes are just like crazy. The design is crazy, actually crazy. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed that, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next video. See you soon.